I've been always meaning to ask you about one of the most important question. I have asked you several questions, but this was, I think, probably which I felt was the most meaningful question for me. That what drives human being? I know you always say that there has to be a meaning, there has to be a purpose in man's life. So, what really you mean by meaning or the purpose? Because I know it is, but one time you told me that Siddharth, if you live or if you die, um, and there's no consequences of it, and nobody remembers whether you live or die, and it doesn't matter, then your life is not worth it. I think that was such a strong and powerful statement, which I really like, and that is probably my governing factor for my life from that day onward, and probably till the day I die. But I want you to explain more about uh, what is the meaning, what is the purpose, and I know over the period of time there are different definitions, what motivates as a human being towards it.
Siddharth, to look at this question holistically,
Mm-hmm.
we must travel a period of history.
Mm-hmm.
In history, we were traveling from time which was basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
There was no technology, there was no farming,
Mm-hmm.
there was only hunting.
Right.
People were living only for survival,
Right.
and survival was the end.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there was no meaning to life.
Right.
Then,
Right.
from hunting, we came to a field of agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
So, more food we grow, better food we grow, more sufficient we are in food,
Mm-hmm.
was the aim of life.
Mm-hmm.
There was no meaning in life
Right.
because whole life was occupied with farming, agriculture.
Right.
Then came a field of technology,
Right.
period of technology.
Right.
When machines were invented,
Mm-hmm.
wheel was invented,
Mm-hmm.
different types of machines came into being,
Mm-hmm.
so that what was once produced in a month was produced in an hour.
Right.
Net effect of the technology was to provide more time.
Right.
Human being had a question,
Mm-hmm.
what to do with time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So because they had no idea that life has a meaning,
Mm-hmm.
they found different pursuits
Mm-hmm.
of pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
comfort, to fill that time,
Mm-hmm.
or partying. But there was no period of meaning of life even then.
Mm-hmm.
But as we advanced, we came into digital age.
Right.
In digital age, the most important thing people wanted, everything fast.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to talk to America, they want to talk in 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They want to send a message, they want to send in 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
They want to travel, instead of traveling by bullock cart or by car, they want to travel. So everything was fast,
Mm-hmm.
and people were lost, you see, in that fastness.
Right.
So they found out several superficial activities
Mm-hmm.
that occupied their time,
Mm-hmm.
that gave pleasure to them,
Mm-hmm.
that gave a sensation of being alive,
Mm-hmm.
but there was no meaning in life then.
Right.
You see, it was later, much later, though there were instances prior to that in the earlier time.
Mm.
But in later, at the time of Renaissance,
Mm.
you see, humanism as a driving force came in.
Mm.
And it talked about human purpose,
Mm.
yes, so, about human dignity.
Mm.
Until that time, human being had no dignity. Those who were in authority were honored. But otherwise, a common man was a slave, was a servant, or subservient to the authority. So there was their meaning lied in being obedient to the authority. There was no independence, which came from Renaissance. In Renaissance, humanists like Kant, Hegel, Galileo, and several others came, and they struck at the root of the human being's purpose in life. From then on, the purpose in life as a pursuit became important. You see, it was only during the time that Viktor Frankl was born that this question of meaning became paramount. You see, he said that if there is no meaning in life, life is meaningless. It means whether you live, you die, or you are not born at all.
Right.
Makes no difference.
Right.
So Frankl was called the prophet of meaning. And this meaning he found when he was imprisoned by Hitler in concentration camps. There he found that people who had to die next day, people who had nothing to eat, they were ready to give their last piece of bread to someone else for his survival.
Right.
And there he found justification of life in giving, in making other people happy.
Right.
And there he understood, Viktor Frankl, that when we are concerned with the happiness of others, with the pain and suffering of others, you see, others, that our life gets a purpose.
Right.
So purpose involves giving meaning to life. Now the question of meaning became very open, you see, and it became the main tormentor, one which troubles. That people found that they had everything in life, the cars, they had money, they had everything, whatever they desired, had car. So there were means but no meaning.
Right.
In life. And that is why they were always in search of meaning, but they thought that they were in search of happiness. So meaning was replaced by happiness, the search of her happiness.
Right.
And happiness was converted into having more comforts in life. So more space he has, more property he has, more means of living he has, then he is happy. This.
So what you're saying is, I know that everybody talks about pursuit of happiness, and there's like a movie, and so it's basically what you're suggesting is a false pretext, and
I'm saying that this is people were under illusion that they will get what they are seeking. Things are got outside,
Right.
and happiness is produced inside. So, the search for happiness came, and some people found paradoxically that in suffering they found happiness. Like Gandhi,
Right.
he went to jail, he had no means to live, he had nothing with him, he didn't want power, and yet he was a very happy person. So, people like Gandhi showed the way that a meaningful life is better than a happy life.